And to find out the latest regarding this incident, we're now going to connect with our very own reporter with eyes and ears on the ground, Aria Siddhartha, and video journalist Adin Fatoni. Aria, what have you got for us?
Thank you, Paul. So we are here at the Regional Hospital of Bekasi. Now, 11 of the 30 victims that were impacted by this horrific, tragic accident at the Sultan Agung Road in Bekasi were transported here to this hospital. 7 of those, sadly, were deceased. They were killed during the incident, and 3 of these 7 of the dead were children aged 9, 11, and 13. So, as you can see behind me, it's now relatively empty as all of the bodies of the deceased have been transported away from the hospital and to be prepared for burials. Now, of course, it is quite a tragedy that this sort of massive accident happened in front of a very crowded road and also a very crowded school. In fact, many children, of course, were injured. In addition to those that were killed in the accident, 18 children were injured in the accident. That puts the total number of the deaths. So there was a total of 30 victims, but for the deaths of this accident now counts at 10 victims, 10 deaths, with 4 of those deaths being children, as per the latest report, and the rest, which are the 6 deceased, are adults. Now, meanwhile, for the injured in this hospital, 4 of the victims who are injured are now being treated at this hospital, at the regional hospital in Bekasi. They are treated, thankfully, for only minor injuries per the latest report, and the rest of those who are injured are being treated at a different hospital. From the reports given to those in charge, they seem to be they're being treated at the Ananda Hospital at a different spot in Bekasi. Now, of course, the families of the deceased have, of course, been informed in regards to the tragic passing of their loved ones, and we've had a chance to talk to one of the family members of the victims. Give it a listen.
Udah lama sih jualannya di situ, sekitar usaha di situ hampir 10 tahunan. Jualannya mah kadang makaroni yang utama kita, namanya Ade lah, keluarga kita. Udah bisa diungkap dengan kata-kata kayaknya Pak ya.
Now, of course, everyone wants to figure out the driver at the center of this accident. Now, a lot of the preliminary reports indicated that claimed that the brakes of the vehicle that the driver was commandeering had malfunctioned. However, other reports by police very recently disproved that and said that the brakes were functioning just fine, and that might very possibly the driver itself was just simply exhausted and he might have been sleeping at the wheel. However, the driver itself is now apprehended by police. However, the questioning by police has not been fruitful, as the driver has clearly been suffering from heavy mental trauma, and the police reported that he's been crying ever since being brought in by the police. The questioning will be continued tomorrow morning. Hopefully, more answers will be received by then. It is also to note that the police will be evaluating the safety of the road, of the Sultan Agung Road, because it is very infamous for its being prone to dangerous crashes. So there might be some evaluating to be done by the police in terms of, for example, where they put certain signs and certain stoplights, for example. But that is to be determined later on. Back to you guys.